Isiah Thomas blames Karl Malone was the reason the Jazz never won a championship. The audacity!
Everything that it took to win a championship, I thought they had the system, I thought they had the players, the toughness, the defensive-minded and everything. But I always felt like Malone really was the weak link because he wasn't a good foul shooter. Had he been a good foul shooter, they beat Chicago. They would have beat Chicago.
They would have beat us one year.
I think they'd have beat you.
You're just saying that Isiah because he gave you 40 stitches. Isiah stated that the Utah Jazz had the right personnel, but it's just the mailman's poor free throw shooting that cost them the championship. Now this is where you're wrong, Isiah. Karl Malone was straight up balling, scoring 23 to 25 points per game. On a bad day, 16 to 17 points per game. Karl Malone faced Jordan twice for 2 consecutive years in the finals, and he got no help at times. Let's look into all the tight games the Jazz lost to the Bulls, starting with 1998 NBA Finals. Out of the 6 games they played, which the Jazz lost by a small margin, is Game 2, 4, and Game 6. Malone's starting 5 teammates were John, the never too short, Stockton, Jeff Horna-Scratch My Chin, Bron Russell, the guy Jordan pushed, and Greg Foster. Let's start with Game 2 here, with Malone scoring 16 points and 6 for 9 free throws. In Game 2, the Jazz lost to the Bulls 93-88. It's easy to blame the mailman here for missing 3 free throws, but that doesn't make a difference. They'll still lose by 2 points. Hornacek chipped in with 20 points. We could easily blame John Stockton for having just 9 points and 7 assists. Stockton could have scored a bit more though. But here's the thing. They got 40 turnovers compared to the Bulls' 14 turnovers. They were just suffocated by the Bulls' defense, and they made 33 points off of that. We look at the big picture, Isiah, not just say something for clout. And you even hugged it out with Karl Malone?
All those years, every time they showed a clip, how bad it made you feel.
Right.
Because you're not that type of person.
Right.
You're not that type of man.
Right.
And I think for you and I, that brought some clarity and some love to both of us.
Game 4. The Jazz lost to the Bulls 82-86. And the mailman was the only player to score over 15 points, shooting 1 for 2 from the stripe. Where's the help right there? The mailman doesn't deliver on Sundays. He needed help. And everyone knows the push-off game, Game 6, where the Jazz lost to the Bulls by a point 87-86. The game MJ quote-unquote pushed Russell to hit the game-winning jumper. The Jazz fans still consider up until now a push. Still debatable. The mailman was just balling hard this game, scoring 31 points and made 9 for 11 free throws. Easy to blame Karl Malone for this game? Everyone misses a free throw, even Stockton and Bryant Russell missed a free throw. But more than that, the Bulls were just able to take advantage of the Jazz 34 turnovers once again. The Jazz just suck plain and simple, and they got dominated by this GOAT. He averaged in this series just a little over 35 points though, but scored 45 to make sure he wins the chip in Game 6. And for you to criticize Malone's free throw shooting, that's a disgrace. It ain't that bad. Check out the numbers here. The mailman was scoring and doing his part. He's a 20 to 23 points per game guy. You can't expect him to do more than that. That's just his game. But you can expect a lot of flying elbows from him and lots of baby mamas going after him. In comparison to Shaq, Shaq was way worse from the free throw line. But you know what he did to compensate that? He scored the heck out of the basketball, dunking on people, and got some help from this Mamba guy. While Stockton, with his short shorts, wasn't much of a scorer, he was more of a facilitator. So Isiah, don't blame the mailman, blame the entire Jazz team. And this number 23, also called the GOAT, beating the heck out of the Jazz. And that's my take. Would have the Jazz won at least one if Stockton stepped up a bit? Comment down below.